Hello, everyone. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. Thank you very much for joining this quick video. Today, we have another topic to talk about, and I'm sure a lot of you guys might be interested in this topic because I've been asked by clients from all walks of life about this issue, which is about bad energy versus curse. Literally, as a counselor, I have had clients coming to me over the years. I wouldn't say a lot, but I would say maybe every year there would be two to three, sometimes maybe 4 or 5 clients asking me about how to remove a curse because they believe and they deeply believe that someone cursed them and things have just been not going well, and they don't know if their life has been manipulated by some bad magic, black magic, things like that. And so today I want to talk a little bit about this because personally, as a spiritual counselor, as well as now you can call me a psychic reader or an empath, I don't really believe that anyone has the power to manipulate the past that we already have, if you know what I mean. Yeah. One of the things that we need to notice that even if you do have enemies out there and certain people, they could be jealous of you, or they could be, maybe having angers with you and things like that. And if, for example, they just have to do something bad to you in order to make themselves feel better. The intention there is already not good, meaning that what they're doing is already um, has already diverted right from the right thing and from their conscience. And so one of the things that I think we do have to realize is that when someone has a bad intention towards us, like what I said, either it's about being jealous or feeling angry with us, so that they have to, use the power of magic or curse to affect our lives, so that they will feel better. It's already telling you that that path will not go well for them. At the end of the day, even if someone has the power to manipulate our psychology, at the end of the day, they are also human beings, and they also work together with the cosmic regularity and the cosmic law. Because at the end of the day, even if, let's say, they go to a professional witch, let's say, and they say, okay, I'm paying you, I don't know, thousands of um hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I want you to curse this person, right? Even if that were the case, still the so-called professional witch would still be a normal person. It's just maybe they studied witchcraft or they studied some kind of black magic from centuries ago, right? And so, but they are still human being. Okay, I hope this makes sense. And so what we're seeing in this extreme situation is one human being goes to another human being and ask them, through paying money to them, ask them to put bad energy onto you. And because we're all human beings, and of course we have our intentions and we have our, both good intentions and bad intentions. Now, when someone does that, even if that works, let's say they're able to send their negative thoughts into you, because at the end of the day, we are all equal because we're all human beings. None of us are gods, okay? None of us are, above this level. And that's the reason why you also have the power and have the ability to not take it, okay? Or to deflect it. I hope this makes sense. So if you truly actually believe that someone is sending you bad intention and they're trying to send you negative energy, and that's why certain things in your life at this moment is not going well, what I want you to do is to meditate. All right. You meditate and you tell yourself that whatever bad thoughts that have been sent to you, you refuse to take, and you would like to deflect and send this back to them. And that's a very, very powerful thing to do, actually, when you are also using your own psychic ability, because we all have that psychic part in us as a human being. In astrology, we all have the natal Neptune somewhere on our chart, and we all have the natal Pluto somewhere in our chart, and we all have the 12th house. The 12th house in astrology, in its best way, is talking about our spirituality, and the the ethereal or the unexplainable, right, ability that is in us, even the dreams that we have. And so, my lovely souls, if you feel that certain bad energies around your life and you believe that was sent by someone else because someone else out there was either jealous of you or they have bad intentions towards you, and they don't want to see you being happy and being successful in your meditation, you tell your higher self and you tell the universe that all you need is peace and all you want is to walk your own path. And you refuse to take anyone else's negative energy, and you would like to deflect, and you will also like to borrow the power of the universe to help you deflect any unnecessary negative influence that is being put into your life. And I think that's actually a very powerful thing to do. Now, of course, if you would like to use some crystals when you are doing this kind of meditation, I think that could also be very, very helpful. Crystals such as black tourmaline or black obsidian, these powerful crystals are very, very good in remove negative energy or creating natural protections actually around you. It's a little bit like a general energetic field, right, around you. Now, for some of you guys, if you like wearing crystals, I would definitely recommend that you can wear black tourmaline if you want, or for bracelet, right? So for guys, if you like wearing crystals, I like wearing bracelet actually. And for example, you can wear black obsidian. I have a very nice black obsidian bracelet that I got from a very dear friend. I also like wearing a blue tiger eye, which is also very cleansing. Or you can also use clear quartz, which is actually the most basic crystal. But clear quartz actually is quite effective, even though it's not a very expensive type of crystal, because clear quartz brings a lot of clarity actually in your life, right? So when you're feeling fearful or confused by what's happened in your life, that energy, that crystal will be able to clean that confusion for you, right? To give you the clarity, and you will be able to see the path in front of you. And of course, if you believe in magic spells, you can also use some very useful magic spells for yourself. There are many, many different magic spells out there, and there are also different authors writing about, the medieval or the old time ancient magic spells from Europe, from Nordic culture, even from our ancient Chinese culture, right? And so if you're into magic spells, of course you can do some research about that. In the future, I will do a separate video talking about magic spells that I personally really like and I find them very useful. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about regarding, bad energy and the so-called curse, is that sometimes there's also maybe a small part of us trying to um, because as a human being, yeah, there's a subconscious part of us that wants to escape and wanting to run away from challenges, if you know what I mean. Yeah? Now, I'm not saying you're doing that, but I think as human being, we all have that urge, right? If I don't have to be responsible for this shitty situation, then I will run away from that. And so sometimes when life is getting hard, specifically when life is hard for a longer period of time, and we tend to think maybe I've been cursed, maybe it's some kind of bad magic being put on me, right? Because we somehow think life shouldn't be like that. But on the other hand, for example, when life is going extremely well for us for a continuous period of time, do we ever doubt and do we ever think, oh, there's something wrong? Maybe some person put good magic on me. That's why my life is going well. Do we think like that? Usually we don't, because when good things are happening for us, we tend to just take it. We tend to think, oh, because either I've worked hard for it, that's why good things are happening, or because I've been a good person, that's why good things happen for us, right? But we only think there's a curse or there's a bad magic for us. Against us when bad things are happening for a long period of time. So one thing I think about this is, of course, you can do your cleansing, burn sage at your home, right? Regularly clean your toilet. Actually, toilet cleaning is very, very important for good energy. This is according to Chinese feng shui, because toilet is a place where all the dirty things are being dumped into, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And you want your toilet to be immaculate, because if the toilet is clogged or if the toilet energy is not good, then bad things cannot go out, then they will tend to stay in your living environment, which is not very good for energy. That's a different topic, right? I'm just, whatever I think of, sometimes I just let my mouth run. Anyway, so what was I talking about? We're talking about, yeah, bad energy and curse, right? And so you can do your ritual, you can do your cleansing, right? And your meditation, all these kind of things. But also at the same time, do have a little bit of self-reflection on what have you been doing and the current situation. Is there something that you could have done better? If there's something that maybe we should have learned earlier in order to avoid a situation like that. For example, sometimes when we have a bad day, we could always blame other people. We could always say, this person did this. That's why, my day is ruined, or that person did that. But if you're really looking at, what has been happening so far, there has to be something that maybe we neglected and maybe we could have done better, right? Maybe there is that 10% that we could have done, and then 90% if other people's consequences, right? And so when we also cultivate a very responsible attitude when it comes to life, I also believe that you will be able to see the so-called energy and also the so-called either good energy, blessings or curses. You will be able to see them in a very different way. But if you still feel that there is some kind of energy around there, as a spiritual counselor, I don't deny that there is energy actually around us. And actually, some of my best friends are actually shamans. One of my best friend actually lives in Australia, and she's a very famous shaman there. And she talks about energy work a lot, right? And it's amazing, right? When you hear her, talking about how she works with spirits and energy out there. Now, even though shamanism is not really my expertise, but I do believe in good energy and bad energy. Now, yesterday I was looking at a poetry, okay? And before we finish this video, I just want to share one thing that I read yesterday, and I really loved that. And I think this has a lot to do with, when we look at good energy and bad energy, okay? This poetry, this is written by Rumi, who was an ancient philosopher and also an author and a poet. He said, if all you see or all you feel around you is darkness, don't worry, because you could be the light. So I just want to share that beautiful poetry with you guys. And thank you so much, everybody. And I will talk to you guys very soon in the next video. Sending you a lot of positive energy as always. And take good care. Bye-bye.